Hello students, a very warm welcome once again to all of you in this video of Mizo Study video classes. Now what exactly we are going to discuss, that is I hope clear to all of you. It is CBSE pattern question exercise and your chapter is gravitation. So let us start the discussion one by one. First question, I will explain you the solution. It is not like that you are supposed to only learn these questions, you should try to follow this pattern, fine, that is important. So let us go ahead with these questions. Now the first category, question 1 to 2 is very short answer type. Here you just have to write down maybe one sentence or maybe one line, that is it. Do not waste lot of time on these particular questions, fine. So what is the value of gravitational constant G on the earth, on the moon? Students, if you are regularly watching our videos, you will simply say, sir, you told us that the acceleration due to gravity G has changing values, but universal gravitational constant capital G has value same everywhere. Jupiter, moon, Mars, earth, sun, anywhere in the universe its value remains same, fine. So value is same everywhere, that is 6, 7, 11 units. Be its earth, moon, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, anywhere, it is going to be the same value, fine, no change. I hope you will realize it, and this is something that I already mentioned in the lectures. So if you completed the, you can say, viewing of the lectures, maybe not like twice or thrice, you will find yourself very comfortable, because in all these lectures we in Mizo Study we tried our best from our side that almost all the aspects should be properly mentioned, fine. So here comes, it is second question. State Kepler's law, which is represented by the relation r cube is directly proportional to t square. Now as you know, we mentioned three laws: law of orbit, law of area and law of time period. So this is third law, that is law of time period. So the time taken by the planet to complete one round about its star is given by like this, fine. So this relation I told you, like again a question that is directly based from your lecture itself, fine. And these small questions, initially I thought let us include 15-20 questions, then I thought no, it is not good for the students to in one go to solve more than 10 questions. Problem is not quantity, problem is with quality, fine. If you are in a position to understand the approach, you can solve as many questions as you want, fine. Question 3 to 6, short answer type. Explain why if a stone held in our hand is released, it falls towards the earth. Well, I do not have a stone, otherwise I will hurt my legs. So I have this small piece of chalk, fine. I hope this much is visible to all of you. So what you will simply say, sir, forget this question. The answer is because free fall, the earth has the tendency to attract each and every object towards its center. So, because of that gravitational pull, any object in case of free fall will try to move towards the center of the earth. So, this question is like the question is in front of you and the answer is written in golden words, fine. So, why? Because of the gravitational pull of the earth, and the tendency of the gravitational pull of the earth is to attract each and every object towards its center down, fine. So, you can write down at least 2-3 lines and that will give the feeling to the examiner, oh my God, the students are well prepared, fine, because ultimately if I am evaluating your answer scripts, you are not in front of me, your answers, your writing, that is in front of me. So, while answering any question, try to ensure that you are using very beautiful writing and also proper answer. Then comes, now consider the situation 3, 4, 5, 6 all are in the category of short answer type, fine. Can a body have mass but no weight? Okay, give reasons for your answer. Now, in one of my videos I devoted good amount of time on these two aspects, mass and weight. Now, I want to mention just 1 or 2 points. I hope if you are regularly watching our videos, you are right now in a position to say, okay sir, we know the answer, it is so simple. Let us come. Mass represented by m, constant. Constant means if the mass of my body is, say for example, I hope 6 kilograms, mass is 6 kilogram, 6.5 kilogram. Reason is my weight is more than 65 kilogram. So, in the mass the acceleration due to gravity g 10 will be multiplied. So, if 65, 66 is my weight, then my mass is definitely around 6.5 kg or 6.6 kg. So, mass is something that if I am on the earth in this studio, same, on the moon same number of atoms, on the Jupiter same, everywhere. But if I am in free space, my weight will be 0 because acceleration due to gravity g is 0 there. So, mass will be there in any condition. Mass remains conserved, you cannot destroy or create, but weight is W is equal to, so if at any place, let us say in free space, fine, weightlessness, so g is 0, so W is 0, but mass is not going to be 0. In case of free fall, let us say your physics teacher is moving in a lift from 28th floor, every day I am doing this while going to my home on 28th floor. So, suddenly it happens, all the cables snapped, my God, and the lift with me started moving down, free fall. So, g is going to be meaningless, and that free fall, or say for example, very good example, let us say you are moving in a plane in the month of May or June, you are going from Delhi to Bangalore, very good example, very practical example. So, normally pre-monsoon showers they start in the month of June or so. So, some air pockets formed, and then due to bad weather the plane starts like shivering like this, and the advisory issued by the pilot is please fasten your seat belts, bad weather warning, and then plane suddenly down 200 feet, 500 feet because of the air pockets. So, when you fasten your seat belts, your legs are attached with the seat, otherwise what will happen? Free fall of the plane and your head will hit the top luggage carrying chamber. That is very good example. So, mass is something that remains there, but weight is something that may be 0. So, reason is simple, that if acceleration due to gravity g is 0, then mass is going to be same, but weight is 0. And here comes your fifth question, define thrust. What is its unit? Now, the unit of thrust is something that my simple suggestion and request is, please try to find out yourself. I explained already, fine. What is pressure? Pressure is equal to thrust upon area. Thrust is a type of force. So, unit is, I will not tell, I will not say, do not worry, do not worry, do not worry. So, say for example, my palm, and I am putting the palm like this, I am applying a force, okay. Thrust, I am sure you must have heard this voice, listen, listen this, fine. So, a type of force, thrust, or in higher classes you may say perpendicular component of the force acting on the surface, that is also a simple explanation, fine. So, whenever in physics you are finding any explanation slightly difficult, imagine it in your day to day life, and I am sure by putting the words for that particular, close your eyes, best option, close your eyes, visualize the situation and give some words, that is it. Physics is the most simple science. Whatever we are watching, I mean like this, if I am looking so many objects in front of me, everywhere it is a physics, tube light, current, electricity, in front of me this projector, oh, this is semiconducting devices, electricity, if no electricity it will not function, it will not function, air conditioner, current, electricity, I am dropping a chalk, mechanics, attraction force, gravitational pull, so everywhere the physics is there, fine. You are able to move on a road properly because of friction, lot of oil on a surface, try to move, you will fall down, no friction, physics, fine. So, this is the answer of this first this fifth question, you may write down 3-4 lines easily. Now, that is a very good question, still sinks in water, but I still boat floats, why? Try to recall Archimedes principle. So, here the answer is rho steel very greater than rho water. So, steel will sink, but for this boat will float because due to large surface area, the boat will remove, I mean pushed away, I mean displace huge amount of water, and because of the earth thrust that is equal to the volume of the liquid removed by the area, by this boat area, fine. So, boat upthrust fine due to large area, confirm. Imagine these cruise liners like Titanic. Now recently a government launched one ferry, that is a luxury cruise from Mumbai to Goa, 5th, 6th floors, so many pools, you can say clubs and like that, cinema hall, so many people enjoying and moving from Mumbai to Goa, it is already packed for coming 3 months. So, all these are acting on this Archimedes principle, floating, upthrust. And this example I explained very deeply during the explanation in my lectures, fine. I think I should take a new duster. Let us place it properly. Then comes question number 7. Now 7, 8, 9, 3 questions are high order thinking skill, hot questions, big questions, not in terms of writing, terms of thinking. Let us start. State the universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation given by whom? That is Newton. F is equal to m1 m2 r square. Now you have to elaborate this. Name scientist who gave this law, the great Newton. Fine. Define gravitational constant. Just 5 minutes back I explained capital G. Fine. What are the units of gravitational constants? So units, if you want, I will write down like this. Units are G is equal to upon, so students, it is Newton meter square upon kilogram square, simple, fine. So hertz is not like difficult, they basically check what exactly your understanding is. So that is why high order thinking skills. These questions ultimately gives you an opportunity so that you can evolve in your brain a mechanism to answer the question to the proper segmentation. Fine. Question number 8 in the same category, hertz. State and explain Kepler's laws of planetary motion. You have 3 laws. Again I would like to mention, that is law of orbit. Diagram also already I explained you. You have to write down two lines. Law of time period. Draw diagrams to illustrate these laws. So the only diagram you are supposed to draw is this ellipse, fine, like this, and then say sun at focus, at one of the focus, and this is the planet, let us say it is Earth, Mother Earth. All the 3 laws you can now explain, and this is the line joining the sun with the planet. Then comes obviously question number 10. No, first question number 9, then only question number 10, do not worry. So it is question number 9. Oh my God, so hot question, high order thinking skill, not like that. Just try to understand. Universal law of gravitation states, actually this is the actual hot question. Why? Everything is given. Now you have to apply the grey matter, and I am sure you all have lot of grey matter, logical thinking. Universal law of gravitation states they do not want that you should remember even this law. Again I am coming. Universal law of gravitation states that every object exerts a gravitational force of attraction on every other object. Fine. So I will say F is equal to minus gm1 m2 upon r square is applicable, fine. If this is true, fine, why do not we notice such forces? I mean, okay, one laptop is placed over there and one projector is placed over there, but it is not like that. Projector and laptops are moving towards each other, they are placed like this. Why? Why it is not like that Mr. Laptop is going to hit this projector? Forget about, they are not moving towards each other. unless and until I am not doing anything. Otherwise, fine. Mr. Green happy with its place, orange happy at its own place. So, this f is equal to minus g m1 m2 upon r square is correct? Correct. Why they are not moving? Big question. I will tell the answer. Why don't the two objects in a room move towards each other due to this force? That is the logic. Now, forget each and everything, just imagine. Gravitational pull of the earth is doing working downwards. You will say yes, sir. Now, second, on both force is acting downward and the attraction force towards each other is very minute. So, they will not able to move towards each other because gravitational pull is very strong, number one. Number two, have you ever noticed on YouTube some videos of free space while astronauts are doing some repairing in space station? They move like this, slow motion, and if any screw dropped from them, so because no gravitational pull, so this gravitational pull, this force of attraction will act there, fine. Even if in free space, you just go to YouTube and try to find out, there are so many videos, actual videos. So, if you want to raise your hand upwards, na, it will move like this way, so slowly, because no gravitational pull is there, and here like this, fine. You can't do it like there because no weight over there. So, because of this reason. Very interesting, fascinating phenomena, and I would like to suggest all of you, if net is available, just take a look of these type of videos. Very much knowledge you will gain. How the astronauts repair there, how they use, how they toothbrush. You cannot use a toothbrush over there like this simply and then you gargle out there. You have to use a towel. Otherwise, small you cannot drink water like this, take a glass of water and sip like, no, small droplets will float everywhere. You have to use a pipe, fine. Now, question number 10 is multiple choice. Value of g on the surface of the moon is same as on the earth? No. Is less than that of? Yes. More than? Not possible. Keeps changing? No. And how much you know that? I mentioned it. So, if my weight over here is 10 kg, so it is going to be 1/6 of that. Sorry, mass is 10 kg, my weight is 60 kg, so there it is going to be 1/6 of that value, fine. So, students, this was the explanation of these 10 beautiful questions. Hope you enjoyed this discussion. Take care of yourself. Have a nice time. Thanks a lot.